Welcome back guys. In this video, I will demonstrate you how we can integrate Skype for Business application with ServiceNow platform. So as part of the integration, what I'm going to do is for all the user specific fields like caller field, assigned to field, we can display an icon next to the field wherein once a person who is working on the ticket clicks on that icon, the user profile will open in a separate window for in Skype of Business application. So to get started with the things, let me first start with uploading an image for the icon which I will be displaying over here. I will navigate to images module for that. I'll click on new. I'll give a suitable name for my image. I'll upload the image now. I'll click on OK and I'll submit this form. And we can also copy the code from here which I will be using in my UI macro. Now I will navigate to my incident form. And for a field for which I want to display this particular icon, for example, let's take into account caller field. I will go to the dictionary part of this field and I will add an attribute over here. So this attribute which I'm going to add over here is the name of my UI macro. So let me give the name as Skype chat and I will update it. Now I will move ahead to UI macros. I will click on new and I will give the same name over here which I gave in the dictionary part of the caller field, which is Skype chat. And since I am going to create a link, I will be embedding my image into anchor tags. Okay. Let's see how this width and height is going to work. Otherwise, we will customize it. And on click of this particular image, what should happen is it should call a function which will open a pop-up, and that pop-up will be the window, chat window. So I will write on click equals to, let me give a name of the function. For example, the name of my function is user window. We can give any name, and then I will pass the reference over here. So this reference refers to the current field which I'm referring to. Okay. For example, if it is caller field, then this reference will hold a value incident dot caller underscore id, where incident is the name of the table and caller underscore id is the name of the field. And we can also give tab index so that if we click on tab, it directly jumps to the Skype field, sorry, Skype icon, not field. Now let us just first navigate back to our incident form and see how it displays over there. So I'll open the first record. Oh my God. So this is quite big in size. This is what we are not looking for and is not going to be a good user experience. So I'll adjust the width and height to, let's say, 25% each. Now let's see whether it is able to uh, fit into the required field height. I'll simply reload the form. So this looks perfectly fine. Now we need to work on the click functionality. So once I click on this, it should open Skype for Business app for me, and the user who is present in the caller field, it should, based on the user's email ID, it should open the window so that I can chat with that particular user. Now we will work on the pop-up part. So I will create my function within the script tags. So the name of my function is user window, and I'm passing a reference over there, which is the reference field, as I already told you. So let's give the name as reference over here. Now within this function, I need to get the details of the user, for example, user's email ID from that reference field. Now how I'm going to do that? So what I'm going to do is, first of all, since as I told you, this reference is, you can put an alert over here and you can check the value of reference. The value will be incident dot caller underscore ID for caller field. So I will split the reference from here. I will give the name as reference val. Okay. So I will split it on the basis of dot. Next step is, I will fetch the name of the field, only the name of the field I want over here. So field name is refval. So refval is the name of the array which contains incident at the 0th position and caller underscore ID at the first position. So I want to fetch the name of the field from the first position. So what I'll do is ref val1 will give me the name caller underscore ID. Now from this caller ID, I will fetch the sys ID of the record, since it is a reference field. And I will pass the name of my reference field over here. Okay. Now, since I have the sys of the user over here, based on the sys I will fetch the detail of the user, for example, user's email ID from the user table. So I will use client record. What I can do is, I can directly use if condition over here. If user dot get, then I can pass the sys to fetch the details. Okay. Now within this, I will fetch the email ID of the user. user dot email, and we can also convert it into string dot to string. And I haven't declared this variable named email ID, so I will declare it on top. Now I have the email ID of the user over here. What I'm going to do is, if email ID is not empty, then it should open the pop-up for me. It should open the Skype window for me so that I can chat with the user. So for that, I will be using a function named open, and I will give this keyword SIP SIP, and I will pass the email ID of the user, comma. This function accepts two parameter. Either I can use get top window, or either I can use this function with two parameters and the second parameter being underscore top. Now what this underscore top will do is, it will display my chat window on top of other windows which are open in my system. And else we can show an error. If email ID is empty, we can show a particular error. For example, email is empty, something like that. Okay, so this part of the code is done. Now let me just go ahead and save my code and send off for all. Now I know there will be a few confusions over here, that why I have used SIP, what is the meaning of SIP. So SIP refers to session initiation protocol. Okay, so this protocol is defined in the backend of every system. So let me just show it to you. I can navigate to default apps. It is configured in every single system. So choose default apps web protocol. There's something named link present over here. And once this opens, we will be able to see a list of applications which this particular protocol supports. See, here it is. Since I have selected default application for this protocol as Skype for Business, so once I click on that icon, Skype window will open. So based on your organization, whatever chat application your organization is using for communication purpose, you can give the default name of that application over here, be it Teams, be it Skype for Business, or any other application. If you don't select anything over here, so once you click on that icon on the incident form, you will get an option whether you want to select Microsoft Teams, whether you want to select Skype for Business. But since I've selected Skype for Business by default, it will show and open the chat window from Skype for Business app for me. Okay, so now let me go back to my code and I will go back to this incident form. Let me just reload it and let's see how it works. Once I click on it, see, it is asking me whether I want to open Skype for Business app or not. If I click yes, open, it will go ahead and it will search for that particular user and open the chat window so that I can chat with this user, whether I want to follow up for something or whether I want to discuss a couple of things. I can do anything on the chat officially. So this is how it works. So this is how we can integrate Skype for Business application with ServiceNow. Uh, Thanks for watching, guys, and do let me know your comments in the comment section. And if you want me to create some other videos or do you have any pain points, you can also let me know in the comment section and I can create my next video on those topics. Thank you so much.